Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about another station. So it's basically about teaching. So basically, whether teaching to a nurse or to a medical student. So in this station, basically, you need to take into consideration that you need to take a history with examination, which will equal like 4 marks, interpersonal skills, which is going through the whole station, which is another 4 marks, and finally the management, which is basically another 4 marks. So basically, when you try to do this station, try to be balanced between the task and what you need to do. So basically, the whole concept on the foundation of the case is basically you will introduce yourself as we always agreed. So you mention who you are and try to double check the person that you're going to talk to, whether it's a nurse or a student. So always as the situation before when I say double check the patient name and date of birth, here you're going to just double check that you're talking to the right person that you're going to teach, and then greet the person and be friendly and smile and ask how things going on and how's in their situation, how's work, how's things going on, do you find it okay, are you enjoying that. Same thing for the medical student, how's the study going on, how are you finding things, do you like medicine, would you like to specialize in a different branch, something like this, just to build up a rapport and break the ice, as it says. And then, according to the task being assigned, you will ask, for instance, what do you know so far about this topic? So I'm just going to talk generally speaking. I'm not going to dip in any case scenario, because basically it's about the concept and how you approach it. It's not testing your medical knowledge here. It's just the way how you start the station rightly, incorporate the interpersonal skills, and ending up with the management, you take it from there. So after asking what do you know so far, and ask them what's that they wanted to know exactly, and then try to explain in simple words the thing that you've been assigned or tasked to do, and always double check back if they are finding this easy to follow, and if there is anything that doesn't explained well, or if they couldn't understand it, you probably need to explain it and ask them to stop you at any time when they feel that they get lost or get confused, in order just to explain the thing and make it in a simple way. So try to keep things neat and simple and following, and don't be ambiguous, and always be clear and ensure that everything is clear enough. If the situation involves, for instance, an examination, if there is, for instance, a medical student asking you for any sort of examination, you need to ask the patient. After, of course, you introduce yourself, introduce the medical student if he's happy to have him, and double check the patient name and date of birth. You will ask, I'm having this medical student, or I'm having this nurse who's working with us, and I'm gonna show her basically how to examine something, and are you happy for me to proceed, and are you okay? So in that condition, you just explained what's this entail, and you took the consent of the patient that they are okay for that task. And then you will also explain the procedure, what's it involved exactly. Like, for instance, if it's in a male case, I remember there's one station about testicle examination, there is another station about breast examination. So all of those intimate area, always you will need to ensure privacy and just exposing the area that you need to examine. So always you explain to the patient what you're gonna do and ask them if there is any pain anywhere before you proceed, in order to avoid the area on pain and start away from it. And try to, of course, before that, you will tell them that I'm going to have a chaperone with me for the examination. And after you finish all of that, you will explain what's the finding, and ask the patient if they have any thought or any idea of what might be going on. And then you will agree about how you take things forward. And in case of, for instance, if you are teaching a nurse or a medical student, you will close the station by are you happy so far with what we have told? Do you find anything that not clear enough that I can explain again? And would you like to tell me, for instance, the briefing of what we have said, just to ensure that everything was okay? And if there is an examination, you will thank the patient and cover them to ensure dignity. And then you will explain the finding, and you will take it forward according to the situation or the case, and agree about the management plan with the patient, and then the closing with the medical student or the nurse. So that's in brief how teaching as a concept station to be dealt with. Thank you.